The Lord of the Rings, a literary masterpiece that took J.R.R. Tolkien 40 years to complete. But did you know that this epic fantasy series is more than just a tale of hobbits and magic? Let's dive into some fascinating Lord of the Rings facts that reveal the incredible depth of this timeless story. Fact 1. Legolas, the elven archer known for his white blonde hair, was never described as blonde in the books. Movie magic gave him his iconic look. Fact 2. Sean Connery, the legendary actor, turned down the role of Gandalf because he didn't understand the script. Fact 3. Tolkien typed a whopping 1,200 pages of text for the books using just 2 fingers. A true testament to his dedication. Fact 4. Christopher Lee, who portrayed Saruman, had read books every year for over 40 years before landing the role. Fact 5. The director, Peter Jackson, and his children made small cameos in each trilogy, adding a touch of family to the epic. Fact 6. Viggo Mortensen, the actor who played Aragorn, bought not 1, but 3 horses used in the films. He's known for adopting his equine co-stars. Fact 7. Christopher Tolkien, J.R.R. Tolkien's son, disliked the film adaptations. He believed they lacked the beauty and seriousness of the original series, and he never met Peter Jackson. Fact 8. Sean Bean, the actor who portrayed Boromir, had a phobia of helicopters, so he climbed the mountains of New Zealand daily to reach the set. Talk about dedication. Fact 9. Surprisingly, The Lord of the Rings cost less to make than The Hobbit. The estimated budget for the Hobbit trilogy was around $745 million. Fact 10. Christopher Lee, who played Saruman, met J.R.R. Tolkien by coincidence in an Oxford bar. He remains the only member of the film cast to have met the author. Fact 11. Believe it or not, the Beatles once considered making their own Lord of the Rings, starring all 4 original members. Tolkien wasn't too keen on the idea, and it never came to fruition. Fact 12. Merry, one of the hobbits, was originally named Marmaduke Brandybuck in early drafts of the book. Tolkien later settled on Merry for the final version. Fact 13. Lord of the Rings movies have a combined runtime of nearly half a day, taking approximately 9–10 hours to watch all 3 films. Fact 14. Did you know that all the mountains on Saturn's largest moon are named after the mountains from the Lord of the Rings? Talk about an otherworldly tribute. Fact 15. Elijah Wood, who played Frodo, immersed himself in the role for his audition tape. He filmed it in the middle of the woods and even wore his homemade Hobbit costume. Fact 16. John Rhys Davies, who portrayed Gimli, the dwarf, was the only member of the Fellowship who refused to get a matching Elvish tattoo. However, his stunt double completed the set. Fact 17. Tolkien didn't receive the full amount he was owed for the Lord of the Rings trilogy initially. It took a lengthy lawsuit for him to finally receive the full amount. Fact 18. Filming the destruction of Sauron's tower in The Return of the King was challenging. The movie came out in 2003, and the creators were careful not to evoke memories of the 9/11 attacks. Fact 19. Practical effects took center stage in The Lord of the Rings films. Over 10,000 prosthetic facial appliances and more than 3,500 pairs of hobbit feet were used to create the movie's realism. Fact 20. Tolkien originally didn't want to name the 3rd book, The Return of the King, because he thought it revealed too much about the story. The publisher chose the title. Fact 21. There's a rumor that the original title of the 3rd book was Lord of the Rings, the one where something happens that you won't believe, but you have to read it 'cause I'm not telling, by Tolkien. Fact 22. Tolkien and his wife's gravestones are engraved with the names Luthien and Beren, 2 lesser-known characters in Middle-earth who were deeply in love. Fact 23. The University of California offers a dormitory named Middle-earth for its freshmen, complete with corridors named after towns and regions from the franchise. Fact 24. Frodo, portrayed as clumsy in the films, falls exactly 39 times throughout the trilogy. Fact 25. Christopher Lee had always wanted to play Gandalf but was considered too old for the role. Fact 26. Nicolas Cage was originally supposed to play Aragorn but refused due to family obligations. The role eventually went to Viggo Mortensen. Fact 27. Viggo Mortensen, known for his dedication, did all his stunts without a double. He even used a real steel sword during filming, adding authenticity to his performance. Fact 28. Orlando Bloom, who played Legolas, broke his ribs while filming The Two Towers when he was thrown from a horse. He returned to the set the very next day, showing remarkable resilience. Fact 29. Despite playing Gimli the Dwarf, John Rhys Davies is actually the tallest actor among the Fellowship cast members. A testament to the film's impressive special effects. Fact 30. Peter Jackson's daughter made several cameo appearances throughout the films. She portrayed an attractive female hobbit, a child in Minas Tirith, and a Helm's Deep refugee. Fact 31. In one scene where Denethor tries to light the pyre, Gandalf's horse refused to be near the flame. To solve this, the film crew used a glass panel to project a real flame in the camera. Fact 32. Green ping-pong balls were used as stand-ins during filming. Ian McKellen often used them to interact with CGI characters, especially in The Fellowship of the Ring. Fact 33. The Queen of Denmark illustrated the Danish edition of The Lord of the Rings under the pseudonym Ingehuld Grothmer. Her artwork was also used in the British editions. Fact 34. The spine-chilling screeches of the Nazgul were created by recording the sounds of plastic cups being scraped together, turning a simple trick into an iconic sound effect. Fact 35. The Gollum effect, which depicts the gradual decline of the character, was loosely based on the withdrawal symptoms of heroin addicts, adding a layer of complexity to the story. Fact 36. Filming the epic Battle of Helm's Deep took an estimated 4 months to complete. And to make it even more challenging, all scenes for this battle were filmed at night. Fact 37. Originally, the golems were portrayed as kind creatures in Tolkien's drafts. However, this was revised to reflect the corrupting influence of the One Ring. Fact 38. The Dead Marshes, a haunting location in the story, were inspired by Tolkien's experiences during World War I, particularly his time in the Battle of the Somme. Fact 39. Sean Astin, who played Samwise Gamgee, was knocked unconscious on set when he was hit by a wooden loom. Later, Frodo, played by Elijah Wood, injured his foot on broken glass, requiring over 20 stitches. Fact 40. The Lord of the Rings franchise has won every award it was nominated for, including 11 Oscars, with the most notable being Best Picture. It's a true cinematic masterpiece. These Lord of the Rings facts revealed the incredible depth and dedication that went into bringing Tolkien's epic world to life. From unexpected cast meetings to the challenges of filming epic battles, this fantasy masterpiece continues to captivate audiences worldwide.